Hey, what is going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another video. Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. Today I'm back for my predicted 11 ahead of Tuesday night's game against Newcastle United. Yes, it is the big one. It is at Carrow Road, and hopefully there isn't, scenes that happened at St James's Park last time around. We all know what happened. I'm not going to repeat it again. Anyway, exciting news, kind of. Our friends over at BBC Radio Norfolk, Phil, Chris, Rob, Jay, me, even if you want to count me, have started a scrimmage YouTube channel. So if you want to head over there, show the old boys some love. Do they have faces for radio or not? You decide, go over there. Rob's told me that they might do some away day videos and some behind the scenes ones. Hopefully Rob doesn't put the camera on him because it's not very pretty. Sorry, Rob. Anyway, let's get into today's starting 11 then. In goal, I'm going with John Ruddy. He's been brilliant so far, hasn't he? I know he conceded a goal at the weekend, and to be honest, he didn't really have many saves, but as long as he doesn't have many saves to make, we're good. I don't want to be talking about the goalkeeper at all, because normally that means either you're getting loads of shots on goal, which isn't good, or he's making mistakes, which isn't good. Yeah, Ruddy, in goal, no qualms at the moment, lovely stuff. In at left back, Mitchell Dykes, he had another brilliant game at Carrow Road on Saturday, and he's going from strength to strength, really made some marauding runs forward. He's been absolutely brilliant so far. Long may that continue. The centre-back pairing of Russell Martin and Timmy Close has been excellent so far, so I'm going to keep with them. The thing I was saying to Chris actually on Saturday, Russell Martin looks like much more of a leader now, and I'm not sure if that's because he's got Mitchell Dykes and Tim Close next to him and he knows he's got to kind of pick his game up because he's got two sort of international players next to him, or if it's just him gaining confidence with the more game time he's getting, because he looks a lot more commanding. He was really in the ref's face on Saturday, which I'm not saying is a good thing, but it shows that he's willing to fight for his team. He was really getting at the lino, he was shouting, he was communicating, and I love to see that from Russ. We all know that Russ is a top guy, a top professional, but his form hasn't been great at times, and we all know he's not the most talented of footballers. But as long as he can keep playing well, which he is at the moment, and keep keeping his teammates going forward, then that's absolutely brilliant. In at right back is Ivo Pinto, so an unchanged back line as always, really. Now, Alex Neil said there's been a few knocks that he's not saying who they are as of yet. He said 3 to 4 players are going to be sort of last-minute calls, which is slightly worrying. He hasn't said who, because probably doesn't want to give too much team news away. So I'm going to stick with the team I would, thinking that there's no injury news, and then if there's injuries, then we can talk about that in a moment. In the midfield now, I'm pretty sure Tete is going to be back from suspension, which means he's up for grabs. So I'm going to stick with House, and obviously that goal at the weekend. Oh my goodness. It looks better on telly than it did at the stadium, and it looked incredible at the stadium. So, oh my God, what a strike and what a game it was at the weekend. Absolutely brilliant. So Johnny Howson is obviously going in there. Next to him, I'm going to stick with Yusuf Malumbu. I think he's been really, really good since he's come in. I tweeted out on Saturday, I think he deserves praise for coming in. He'd just flown back from the African Cup of Nations. He'd played a few games out there, and he's come back in and he's put tireless efforts in for the yellow and green shirt. And he's been pretty decent, winning lots of tackles, fizzing about the park. And he collected a lot more passes, successful passes together than what he was in the first couple of games he played for Norwich City. So really good stuff from Yusuf Malumbu. I'm going to leave him in there. Out on the left, I'm going to go with Alex Pritchard again. I thought he was excellent on Saturday. We all know what a fantastic footballer Alex Pritchard is. That doesn't look like an art at all. My handwriting is terrible. We all know what a fantastic footballer Alex Pritchard is, and it came, it came to show on Saturday. 2 great goals. I think he picked up an assist as well. He had 2 assists on Tuesday night against Wigan. His delivery is second to none. He's like a little Wes Hoolahan. You can't get any smaller than Wes. He's like Wes's apprentice, just a lot better at set pieces than Wes. Absolutely brilliant. Great to see him having a good game, because he kind of needed that game. We brought him in, huge hype, big money paid for him, and he hasn't really done much, probably because he hasn't played much football for whatever reason. But it was really great to see him have a good game on Saturday. Hopefully he stays in the team. In the middle, I'm going to stick with Wes. Absolutely fantastic game again for him on Saturday. A stunning goal. He's like a fine wine, is Wes. He matures with age. A lovely little assist for Josh Murphy's goal. Talking about Josh Murphy, going to stick him out on the right. A brilliant performance from him on Saturday, like everyone else really. A really experienced kind of performance. You know, I feel that with Jacob, he kind of drifted a little bit with the games that had gone on. It maybe did need a change, and that change was made. He brought his twin in, Josh Murphy, and he was absolutely excellent. A lovely goal, a really composed finish. I didn't think he'd would get it in from that angle, but a lovely finish. Really bombing down that right-hand side with real kind of energy, and he looked absolutely excellent. So I'm going to stick him in there, and I'm going to round it off with an unchanged side. Nelson Oliveira up top. He's had better games in a Norwich City shirt, but he certainly wasn't poor. Held the ball up beautifully well, moved it on really well, and the goal opportunity just didn't come around for him, which was a shame. But he contributed to the team, which is all you can really ask for from a striker. So that is the team now. Are there going to be knocks? I'm not too sure. Naismith, I would have thought, would be back by now. So Naismith, you could always bring him in, drop maybe Wes out if he's going to be a bit tired. Of course, we've got Burton then coming up on Saturday. Wouldn't have thought Wes would be featured in that one. So maybe he's got time and energy left in his legs. I don't really know, to be honest. It's so hard to drop anyone out after Saturday's performance. Maybe you're going to have to because of you know, the sheer amount of games that we've been playing. You could stick Alex Tete back in there. Look, there's options, which is the most promising thing, to be honest. Is Pinto going to be fit? I know he hobbled off. You could stick Whittaker in there. You could even stick Whittaker in at left back if you need to. He's a very versatile player. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Go and check out the Scrimmage YouTube channel as well. Links to that will be in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Peace out.
Once upon a time, a fairy tale.